The next one I'm going to shift over to De'Anthony Melton, and I think this is a fun one here. I'm going to go over or under combined points, rebounds, and assists, and I'm going to set that line at 23.5 for De'Anthony Melton. Now, for the record, points, rebounds, and assists, yes. So for the record, last year he averaged 10.1 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. So that number comes in right at a 17, right around 17 for that. So 23.5. How much of a leap do you see D Mount making?
That's a good question. Again, this is like a lot of this is unfortunately going to be based on what happens with Harden. But for the first part of the season, if Harden's not in the lineup, he's going to get a chance to start and play a lot of minutes. And I think that he's a guy that he'll be the first guy off the bench, even if he's not starting.
Yeah,
he's looked incredible in the preseason, and defensively, like he's really important to this rotation as a wing, as a guy that's in terms of height a little bit undersized to be a wing, but wingspan and athleticism, he really matches up nicely on some wings. But I guess I think I'm gonna go over, but like barely over. I think it's gonna be right around there. I think he probably bumps his points up to like 12, 13, 14, depending on the minutes. Yeah, I think everyone's a little bit more empowered to like make plays too. So passing wise, I could see his numbers like ticking up.
Yeah,
a little bit at least.
Yeah, I think playmaking is the biggest leap I see him making. He hasn't showed me any sort of natural instincts as a playmaker. I won't say that, but I do think he makes the proper basketball decisions for the most part. And I do think scoring, he takes his game to another level this year. I think De'Anthony Melton is like sneaky my pick for who Nick Nurse will unlock the furthest this year. That I really do believe. Like, I think a lot of people are viewing De'Anthony Melton as like this seasoned veteran, and he's like, this kid still could get better. Like, he still has layers to come. So I'm very intrigued by what he could be. And for the time being, that is the starting shooting guard on these Sixers. That as long as James Harden's out, it's going to be De'Anthony Melton in that lineup. So I do expect a major leap for him. So I'm going to take the over on that number. And I think I'm buying the stock in De'Anthony Melton much more than I thought I was to start the offseason. The more I've seen preseason, the more I'm just kind of talking myself into things here. So I am taking the over on this.